Yeah, morning. This is or evening, 1 November, Lima, Quebec. See if we have a little bit of a net this morning and see how things are. We've got 19.5 degrees over here. Bit overcast. We have got some blue sky, but apparently it's going to go cloudy and horrible, and tomorrow it's going to be fairly hot with apparent thunderstorms. So yeah, don't really want that. But with that, I'll pop it over to Gary. Good to hear you last night. You're this morning, Gary. Yeah, I mean, on my phone it decided to disconnect. I don't know why the Android one does that. I really don't. I thought, it's gone very quiet there. So VK4GRB G1NLQ.
G1NLQ, VK4 Golf Bravo, no worries there, Dave. Why doesn't my name come up on the screen? Okay. But anyway, no problem. Yeah, I'm just listening here and doing some testing and bits and pieces. And let's see, what are we? Well, you don't want to know it's 23.4 degrees inside, but what's the outside? 12.9 degrees outside, 66% humidity, 0 wind speed, and we're going to take your pick. It said 2 degrees it's going to drop down to tonight, but it also says 4. Currently it's telling me that it's 6 degrees it's going to be tonight, so take your pick on which one it's going to be. Okay, with that one there, I'll throw it back to you there, Dave. It is quite a bit there, so I'll let you keep on carrying on. VK4, no, correction, G1NLQ, VK4G. GRB.
Yeah, VK4GRB G1LQ. Okay, there again. Yeah, your name's popping up on here. I did notice last night on the 1.7 Android system that the names weren't popping up on there. I was hearing voices, but good job I knew the voices were. But yeah, they're fine, absolutely fine. And yeah, you got a mixed bag of weather as well, haven't you? So let's see how that goes. Something else I was going to say, but yeah, my brain's addled. It was good to hear Brian there as well. Haven't seen him or heard him for quite a while, so all good there. With that, I'll pop it over to Daryl. And what else are you up to today, Daryl? Probably deciding what to have for pudding. VK4 DGM G1NLQ.
Yeah, G1NLQ of the group VK4 DGM returning. Yeah, well, good, Dave. We didn't had a pretty ordinary day today. Catch up with all the chores and did the washing and that. That dried pretty quick. We got up to about 26 degrees here this afternoon. So good drying weather. Very calm day, wall-to-wall blue sky, and I'm just gonna go for a walk there after and check out all the stars and all the flights coming in there tonight. Into the Brisbane airport there too. I was just looking up there before. There was a line of traffic banking up, so I don't know what was going on there. Well, I see Rockhampton Airport this morning was closed for about 3/4 an hour due to fog up there. So we'll probably, if we get a little bit of moisture, we'll get a bit of fog going here. So, but we've got smoke coming in at about 11 o'clock tonight. They're lighting up a few backburn fires there to burn off, do a bit of burning off there over the weekend, and they're closing one of the main highways, the Centenary Highway here. It's beside the National Park, so tomorrow when we wake up in the morning we'll probably be breathing a little bit of smoke. But yeah, you must have a bit of pollen in the air now. Now spring sprung there over your way too. Our winter flowers have came out here now. We've got these other what's name lilies came out in white. There, I'll take a photo of them, send them to you. There, they come out in winter, so that it's got to get down in single figures before they flower here in Queensland. So it's came out, so all good. Yeah, other than that, playing a little bit of HF. On 20 metres, Europe and US was coming in at the same time this afternoon. There, and an AK on Pete, then someone was playing silly buggers on the connections there when he was going off there, but I think they got it sorted out, but never mind. So we'll see how we go. So tomorrow we're heading to the Boona Market. I'll just buy another Boona Market tomorrow, and then around to the football. Then we might call over and see Ralph and them playing a CQ contest, CQ Shire contest on a HF there. And I don't know whether they got their wire over their big tree yet, but I've got the spud gun here. Want to take that over and show them how this is how the real hams will do it with a spud gun and get the wire over the big trees. Because they were trying with a drone. Every time they go down with a drone, the wind would come up and blow a gale. So the drone was pretty ordinary. Never mind. Yeah, so other than that, Monday night, we had a late night Monday night. We programmed up a couple of Motorola radios for a repeater. There, we started about 6:30 p.m. and we didn't get out of the club room till about midnight. So the success though, we had a big win. It all fired up. It's got a nice receive on it, and the TX is nice and clean on it, and got all the filter cans and everything all sorted, and another selector filter on there. So that repeater's looking for a new QDH there up on a nice high hill and get all going there. We've got solar panels for it and the battery, deep cycle batteries and everything, and should be a good setup. That one, it should be nice and clean. Transmit and receive on it, so looking good there. So we know we're going to get it right when we get the $80,000 analyzer out to have a look over it. Anyway, all right, I'll throw it back to you, Dave, and we'll be listening here as we hog into our pie here. And I didn't put any dead horse on it either. G1NLQ, VK4DGM, and dessert tonight's just a plain old vanilla slice.
Yeah, VK4DGM, G1NLQ. Yeah, okay. Plain old vanilla slice. That's really nice. That. I like a bit of vanilla slice. That's nice. Yeah. Or the old custard slice, I like that even better. That's nice. I was talking to Jeremy, VK4 AIR, I forget when it was, Tuesday?
2 days ago.
Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. He was trying to get a, as you know, he's over in Greece again. He was trying to pick up an MFJ ATU, and he was trying to buy one from Britain, and every time he'd get the order through, the bank basically verified it and all this lot, and then the sale went belly up, and I tried to explain to him, because he was messaging me, he says, I don't know what's going on, and I tried to say to him that a lot of the problem is that because we're out of Europe, they want to basically really bung on the import taxes, export taxes and things like that. And two, they don't like sending stuff to like Greece or Italy. Because I don't know why, but that's what happens. Yeah, he was trying that. So I tried to link him up with a couple of sellers that I know. One of them is really good, and he bends over backwards to try and sort things out. And he joined up with the Radio Club of Thanet Facebook group, so he's in on that as well. So it was good to see him, and good to talk to him as well. We were having a laugh about the cat. Apparently, he reckons his cat's disowned him now. So, oh dear, but yeah, all good, all good. And morning to Brian and Lisa there, I see as well. So good on. Let's pop it over to Owen up there in Bundy. Good day there, Owen. I hope things are all right with you. VK4 FODM. Yeah, DM G1NLQ.
Yeah, G1NLQ. No worries there, Dave. No, all good here. My radio turned up in the mail this afternoon, my Kenwood 680. I've got it plugged in, but I've got to go back in there shortly and get my glasses so I can read what's on the display, and just give it a bit of a tune-up to make sure it's all working fine. But yeah, they finally rang me up the other day and said, yeah, it's all fixed, it's on its way. I thought, well, that's good. That's one radio down, now I've just got to wait for the other one. It's fun, I tell you. And another thing too was my car the other day. I did my head. I went to go fishing, and I got halfway there, and water peed out everywhere. So it looks like the head on my car is gone again. So I'm just debating what I'm going to do with it now. Keep it or get rid of it. It's going to be costly. But that's about all I can think of for now, Dave. Good to see everyone else is going well, and that's the main thing, over. Get back here.
Yeah, VK4 FODM G1LQ. Yeah. Oh well. Good you got your radio back. That's nice, and I hope that's all functioning okay. And yeah, sorry to hear about the car. Ah, yeah, it's a bug when that happens, isn't it? My last car, I had a couple of core plugs decided to part company, and that caused some problems. And so whilst we were doing that, we put a new timing belt on, new water pump, and yeah, bunged in a new battery ready for the winter. And about a week later, I was driving through the next big town, and some delightful person decided that he was more interested in his phone. Blooming great van, and he ran in the back of my car and rode it off. So you know, all that work for nothing. All that work was for nothing. And I love that little car. I only had about 60,000 miles on it, and it was fairly immaculate. But Yeah. So I ended up having to get another motor. And yeah, you know, it's annoying, isn't it? Yeah, you got to take that head off. You got to probably skim it, and then your new gaskets and bits and pieces, and you know what else as it might have done, you know. But yeah, it's a bugger when that happens, isn't it? It is a bugger when that happens. But yeah, all good, mate. So yeah, yeah, I feel for you. What you're gonna do? Right, let's pop it over to Brian. Hello, Brian. And Lisa, I hope you're well. I did look for you on Tuesday. I was trying to chat to Alan. He's over your way up at Martin Mill, the caravan site there. But for some reason, I can't get into him from here. It's weird. I think the high-rise buildings in front of me are blocking the signal. But anyway, M0DCO G1NLQ.
G1NLQ, M0DCO. Morning, Dave. Morning, Net. To anyone else in Europe, and of course, good evening to all the guys there in Aussie and anywhere else in the world. Yeah, wasn't on Tuesday. I had parents came down on Tuesday. Before we knew it, the time had gone past, and I thought, Net. So yeah, missed that one. What else has been happening? Yeah, I've given Alan a couple of shouts, but yeah, obviously hasn't been near his radio. It's funny, Canterbury, where Alan G7RBB is over near St Martin's, and Alan can sometimes hardly hear him, and yet obviously he can hear me fine, even on 5 watts. So it's strange, isn't it? Just the wrong side of the hill. It's surprising the difference it makes. It really is. We've currently just gone up to 18 degrees here, considerably warmer than last Friday. As you know, I went sailing. It was good, but boy, was that wind a bit fresh. Certainly blew off all the cobwebs. Anyway, pass it back to you there, Dave. G1NLQ from M0DCO.
Yeah, M0DCO, G1LQ, wind through your hair, but then I thought, well, no, probably not. Yeah. No, it is strange, isn't it? Because I think he's at the back of the old Martin Mill Hospital, or just up that way. And yeah, it's weird how it goes. It goes. You know, I was thinking, well, you know, have I got a problem? You know, do I need to get it? Well, I think I need to get a new aerial anyway. Both aerials I've got are a good 40 years old. So you know, they're obviously not good. Excuse the squeaky sound in the background. It's the Whippet with her toy. She's having a play with it. So yeah, fair enough on the parents coming down. So yeah, no worries there. Let's pop it over to Lisa. I think Net's already got the washing on. Yeah, she's got the washing on and nearly finished. So hopefully we'll get a bit of sun, because we got from cloudy sun going to cloud. So I don't know what's going to happen there. So 2E1 DEU G1NLQ at M0DCO's location.
It's G1NLQ 2E1 DEU. Yeah, it goes over here because I can't remember who lives where. And good evening to the rest. Yeah, when we wash the towels, Brian does them the night before because the programme takes quite a long time. So yeah, they're already out. Put them out earlier, and I've had to do 2 walks to Sainsbury's and back because I needed some mushrooms for the weekend, and the lady thought, when she said what there was, she thought I said I didn't want them, and so I've not long come back from the second walk out there. So yeah,
to get more cakes, really.
So yeah, certainly done some walking today, and yeah, a bit of traffic out there, and I just missed the gates just after 7 this morning, so I missed them both times so far today. G1NLQ 2E1DU.
Yeah, 2E1DU, G1LQ, yeah, I bet that was just another cake run, really, yeah. No, you leave those mushrooms on the side and I'll have to come back, yeah. Oh, dear, never mind. No, all good there, all good, yeah. And, yeah, fair enough on getting the old washing out there. That's, well, hopefully it's going to stay nice. There's a nice breeze out there at the moment. We'll just see how that goes. See how it goes, but yeah, all good there. There's such a list on here today. We got Brian and Lisa. I know you can't see the list there. We've got Gary on, and we've got Owen on, and we've got Darryl on. And then there's a few on there that have been on there for a fair old time. But I will see if any of them want to come in a minute. We'll just I'll just go through and see whether any of them there. So we got VK5 DOC over there in South Australia. He's probably cooking his dinner. He's probably cooking his dinner, but I will ask him in. VK5 DOC G1NLQ. Nothing heard there. He's probably cooking his dinner, as I say. So VK4 Romeo Hotel at G1NLQ. Would you like to come in on the net here? No, I think a lot of them have just been scanning through for a while. So how about VK3 Tango Delta X-Ray G1NLQ? No, nothing heard there either. Yes, there's people flashing all over the place on here. Right, M6 Lima Charlie Kilo. Mike 6 Lima Charlie Kilo G1NLQ. Would you like to come in and drop in a little net?
Yes, good morning from Mike 6 Lima Charlie Kilo. Location is Northwest UK. Just flicking through Peanut and I saw the room busy, so just thought I'd drop in and say good morning from M6LCK.
Yeah, M6 LCK G1LQ. Yeah, good morning, Lindsay, I think it is. Nameless ends Dave. And yes, a little net we have on here on Friday mornings our time and Friday evenings Aussie time. We sort of have a chat about everything and nothing, and it's really quite good. So there's a few on there that have been on there for quite a while on the dashboard, but never mind. But nice to make your acquaintance. And yeah, as I say, it's just a little net that we have. Well, we run it for an hour or two, or however it goes. There's a few more normally are lurking. We'll just see how that goes. So we've got Victor 44 Kilo Mike Would you like to pop in? I think you're up early today from G1NLQ. No, I think he's on scan as well, so he's probably just popped in on pop it back round to Gary. I wonder how your the studio's going there today there. VK4 GRB G1LQ. Over to you, Gary. And I hope Cyrus is all right as well there.
G1NLQ VK4 Golf Romeo Bravo. No worries there. No worries there. Dave. Don't worry, I'm just having a look around. Okay. Yeah, I'm on my different microphone than what I normally am on. I'm actually going through my console. Just take a standby for a second. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, okay, VK4 GRB returning. Yeah, yeah, it's not been a bad sort of a day today. Good turnout there. Yeah, decent turnout. You could probably ask me how. You could probably tell me, not ask me, because I'm asking you. What's my audio like at the present time? There. Anyway, with that one there, I'll throw it back to you there, Dave. G1NLQ, VK4 GRB, Gary in Fairyland. Back to you.
Yeah, VK4 GRB G1LQ, very, very good audio there, really nice and crisp, and yeah, it's okay there, Gary. Yeah, it's doing a good job. So yeah, I would have no qualms about that. Nice, nice audio. So yeah, I'm glad it's working okay. It's all interesting, isn't it? Another bit of an experiment there. So yeah, all good. So yeah, you're doing better than what I would. I'd put all that stuff in front of me and go, yeah, okay, scratching my head, and probably maybe, excuse my French, my backside at the same time, trying to fathom it out. But no, it's all good. It's all good there, mate. So yeah, pleased to hear you. Pleased to give you a good report there. I dare say a few others will give you a report there. Yeah, we've got lots of people on there, but they have been on and off for quite a while today. Some of them keep flashing off and then flashing back on. So we'll see. Got a bit of a headache this morning, which normally means a bit of low pressure, so we'll see how that goes anyway. Probably back over to Daryl. He's probably knocking back his pudding, his vanilla slice there. VK4 DGM G1NLQ.
Yeah, G1NLQ VK4 DGM returning. All right. Yeah, no, we'll knock over the slice after. We'll go walk off this pie and mushy pie and all that, and the whatsy. So all good. Yeah, there's a couple of stations. I think they're on scan mode there too. They've been on there for a while. They've set Aussie on their list, on their scan on the computer, PC, I guess. But plus there was a couple of Maybe one was an alien station too, I don't know. Extraterrestrial checking us all out there, so all good. All right, I'm going to get ready to go for a walk out the door here, and it's still outside. It's still sitting on 19.5 degrees outside, and inside here it's just sitting on 22.8, so it's holding up. All right, we'll probably catch you around somewhere, Dave, and everyone. Probably be on in the morning before we head over to Boona. I'm looking for it. I've seen just one light frost down south, but I haven't seen any in Queensland yet. So let's hope, fingers crossed, it's a nice clear sky tonight and there's no breeze, so we might score one at Boona. The best one I seen last time was at Jim Boomer Market. There's a wooden bridge and everyone was walking their puppy dogs, and they were skating on ice, black ice. You couldn't tell that it was on the walkway, but it was there. So, and when I was getting there on the corners round in the shady parts of the trees, on the corner of the roads, plenty of black ice. That was the best winter ever. There, that was about 12 years ago. So. And so they really haven't had a decent winter here for a while, so all good. All right, 73, everyone have a good one. G1NLQ of the group, VK4DGM, go and walk about.
Yeah, VK4DGM, G1LQ, yeah. Yeah, we haven't. I mean, we haven't had a really, really bad winter. I must admit, it was cold. It was cold. They had snow over in Canterbury and places like that, but we never got any. It was, you know, for some reason here on the Isle of Thanet, we tend to miss. Some of the bad weather, or we get it so bad that you can't get off the island, and everybody else is basking in sunshine. It's really quite strange. I suppose because we've got the North Sea, and then we've got the English Channel, and then as you come round from sort of like Dover, it just blows it around us. I don't know. It's weird. It is a really weird pattern round here, and we got quite a few people that grow palm trees, you know, all up the road here. They've all got, you know, blooming palm trees and things like that. So it's a strange old business with the old weather. Yeah, we got 19.6 and outside, 20 inside, and about 71% humidity at the moment. So we'll see how that goes. Right, well, Owen's disappeared again, and I will just try and see anybody else wants to come in. VK4 Romeo Hotel G1LQ, would you like to pop in? No, as you say, Darryl, I think they're all just scanning through. So probably won't be a long net today. I dare say we'll disappear and see how it goes. Let's pop back round to Brian. Since I'm getting very confused, all these call signs dashing all over the place here. M0DCO G1LQ.
G1NLQ from M0DCO. Yeah, it's sometimes ignorance is bliss. Not being able to see all the call signs is probably helping at the moment if they're constantly changing. That can put a spanner in the works. Gary, your audio is excellent. I'd say the old what we always used to refer to as BBC quality. Sounds. I'm not sure what mic you're using, but sounds very much like a Shure type microphone, and it's knocked all the acoustics out of the room. It's just pure voice. There's no background noise whatsoever. So really nice quality there, Gary. So you've obviously got the settings just about right on that. Sounds really good. And the one I'm using here at the moment, it's one of the Blue Yeti ones. I think Dave remembers them. I think where he used to work, I'm sure they sold them. So there's several different settings on here. But no, it does sound good. It sounds very good. Not that you didn't sound good before, but it's certainly not picking up any of the acoustics. So from my trained ears, as they say, G1NLQ from M0DCO.
Oh, yeah, right. It's right. I had a bit of a lag then, so I don't know what happened there. Yeah. Well, your ears are probably better than most of us on sound. So, I did just see Ian pop up from Monday, and he disappeared again. He was there, and he disappeared. So perhaps he doesn't want to talk to us today. Yeah, but all good. I'll put it over to Gary and let him explain his mic. I am sure that it is a Shure mic, but yeah, but VK4 GRB G1LQ.
Oh, my apologies for taking a little bit of time to get there. The wireless mouse, and I'm too far away from the keyboard and all that, so I'm doing it all remotely. And the wireless mouse says, "Oh, I haven't been used for a while. I'm going to go to sleep." So I had to click the button before I could utilise it. Anyway, yeah, I'm running a Shure mic. Yeah, definitely, and I've got it running around about 55% gain on the on the mic pickup. Plus, I've got the DS's in. I've got all the I've spent a bit of time making sure that it sounds okay. I can't hear it because as soon as I key up, my headphones go off. So it doesn't, they mute. But yeah, it's a Shure mic, not a cheap one. Well, what's in front of me is not a cheap lot neither. But it's going through a 9-channel audio mixer. So I've got a few things running at the moment. Okay, do I need an applause for that? Yeah, that's enough. Might be like this. Oh, but then again, it could be this. Okay, anyway. Back to you there, Dave. VK4, no, G1NLQ, VK4 GRB. Where's my mouse? I'll be with you in a second.
Yeah, I think I got it. VK4 GR, very good there, Gary. Very good. Yeah, that's yeah, sound effects as well, and good evening to Ian, VK4 FIBK there as well. Yeah, all good, all good. All right, I'll just pop it over to Lisa, and then I'll pop it up to Ian. Ian, we've got lots of people on there, but I think a lot of them are just drifters today. 2E1, the DEU, G1 NLQ.
G1 NLQ, 2E1 DEU. Yeah, just come back out the kitchen. Wasn't looking for biscuits or cake, Dave, before you say. Just about to put Brian's sugar in his mug and put the coffee on because for a long time I've not taken sugar, so it just needed for Brian. G1 NLQ 2E1 DU. Nearly forgot your call sign then, Dave.
Yeah, 2E1 DU, G1 LQ. Well, you're not the only one. I'm struggling today. Oh, I've just kicked the dog now. Sorry, Dolly. I thought she was sitting beside me. She'd actually gone on the floor. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't take sugar. I did it rather abruptly, dropping sugar many years ago. Mind you, it don't stop me eating the cakes or sweets or things like that. I've still got very much a sweet tooth, unfortunately. Well, I haven't got much teeth left either, so probably because of the sweet things. Anyway, let's pop it up to Bundaberg and see how things are going up there, mate. And trust you're well. VK4 FIBK. In case you don't know, Gary's having a session with seeing how this records and seeing what it goes like. VK4 FIBK G1LQ. Good evening, Ian. And I forgot your partner's
Pauline.
name. Pauline. Pauline.
I know, and I just...
See, I was prompted from the other side. Over to you, Ian, from G1LQ.
G1 NLQ in the group, VK4 FIBK. Good morning there, Dave and Nettie, and Brian and Lisa. All you people over there, anybody else there on the side, good morning or good evening. All you people not eating sugar, I don't know, it's not going to do the sugar industry any good over here. Anyway, I'll tell you what, I don't eat much sugar now either. But you know, Gary, no, Dave, there is a lot of sugar in that soft drink. So I'll send you some pictures over. Mate, they put up some more tanks. There's a big tank up in the air now, air liquid. Don't know when it went up, but by geez, it's there now. They planted trees out the front. They put the home brew sign in front there too now. Holy jeez, it's fun ahead. Anyway, I'll send you some more pictures. Sorry I haven't been on. A few times I've forgotten, and a couple of times I've been out and didn't get home till late at night. Now, with Gary, holy Jesus, that was funny with the applause and the drum solo, and I don't know, him and that 9-channel mixer, my God, he's going to be tied up with it now. He's a very smart man, that bloke, David. He was in the Maryborough Club here, and I heard a few things about him. And I get to meet him every Christmas, but in between, he's either fighting fires or floods. And I had trouble with my laptop here. It's gone off. I hope I'm still transmitting. It's gone off about 5 or 6 times, the screen on me. So, here it is. It's back again. It just goes blank. But the Peanut client is staying there, but the screen goes off. So I'll go clear now, and I'll be back for the next round, but I'll just I'll do a reboot on my laptop here to see what's going on. Okay, Dave, back to you, mate. G1 NLQ, VK4 FIBK.
Yeah, VK4 FIBK, G1LQ. Yeah, well, I've just had that problem with a tablet of mine. blooming Windows did an update on it, and I took out loads of stuff. But one thing it did was mess around with my screensaver or the battery saver. So it disappears down, and you're sitting there and you use it, and all of a sudden it decides, I'm gonna switch myself down to save the battery. It's a pain in the butt, it really is. But as I say, the Windows did an update on the tablet, and I've still got to try and do some stuff with that. And strangely enough, the only one that was the Peanut client. It took out Peanut, and every time I've tried to reload it, it hasn't worked. So yeah, fair enough on the ginger beer factory or rum factory, or well, I think it does it all, doesn't it? I've still got some here. So I'm still going through it, the odd bottle every now and again. So it's all good. Doesn't really go off anyway, does it? I think it gets better and better, actually. I always think so. But no, all good, all good. Yeah, I don't think we'll be on too long today. There's a lot of people on here, but they're just drifting through and smooching around, sort of thing, having a listen. Probably wondering what's all that noise going on there. But no, all good. Let's pop it over to Gary again. And oh yeah, I see Daryl's back. I'll just see if he wants to say anything. No, he's. I don't think he's dropped out yet, but he's probably still listening there. I'll pop it to Gary. VK4 GRB G1LQ.
G1NLQ, VK4, Golf Romeo Bravo. Yeah, okay then, no probs. Yeah, well, hopefully by this time tonight, I might be able to have it up on your web by about 9 o'clock tonight your time. I'll probably have it up on your website there. But no problems on that one. I'll sit back on the side again and watch and listen and all that. Yeah, or I've got to give you a rough idea. The console, okay, well it's 9 channels, 9-channel mixer. I've got 16 MIDI buttons. Well, there's actually 8 MIDI buttons, and the first bank of 8 is a couple of sound effects and that. The next bank of 8 is all intros, outtakes, and virtually what I could do is I could accept incoming, outgoing calls for phones. That could go through the whole system as well. I could have 2 computers connected up to the mixer. One could be doing one thing, one could be doing another. Yeah, it's a very handy little item to have. But anyway, I'm rambling on, and time goes on. G1NLQ, VK4 GRB. Over to you there, Dave. Once I find this bloody mouse again.
Yeah, VK4 GRB G1LQ. Oh, okay, mate. Right. Well, we could sing like Fraser. I don't know if you've ever watched Fraser, where his head shrink, isn't he? And yeah, we could be calling in with all our problems in the middle of a peanut net, you know, and yeah, you could be giving the advice like that. Yeah, so yeah, it's all good, isn't it? Yeah, give you a ring at the same time and see how it goes. Alright, so it looks like Ian's reset his computer as well. Anyway, we'll just go through one more time. We're a bit thin on the ground today. I don't think we're going to have Fred on. Fred seemed a bit miscombobulated yaw this morning when I spoke to him. You know, he's worried about all these results and everything, isn't he? So, which I can feel for him now. I really can. He's not having a good time at the moment, as well as moving, as well as losing his little dog, and as well as going backwards and forwards to the hospital for tests and things like that. It's not a good time, is it? Not a good time for him. You know, fingers crossed that things start to come good. So yeah. Right, we'll just nip through and just then hit it on the head. Leave the Aussie room to the Aussies. Oh no, we're all using it here, aren't we? M0DCO G1NLQ, and I can't find my mouse here, Gary, as well. Right, I got it. Over to you, Brian.
G1NLQ from M0DCO. Yeah, I just used the space bar. Yeah, mouse is out of bounds. If I can get away with using the keyboard shortcuts, does help. I think it's Control T for transmit and Control R for receive as well. Came across that in the I think it was in the About Peanut. So yeah, sorry to hear about Fred. If anyone does speak to him or has contact with him, pass him our best, and we're thinking of him. So yeah, especially understand about the losing the dog. I know what that's like. So yeah, it's never one thing at a time, is it? All these things come along in groups, as it were. Anyway, I've been listening right to the end. I'll say 7 3s to one and all, and sounds like a good old mixer there, Gary. With the sound effects, yeah, very impressive. Sounds like a useful piece of kit. So nice on that one. And yeah, your audio settings are excellent. Very good indeed. Anyway, say 7 3s to all. Thanks for running that there, Dave. And I'll probably catch up with you at some point, if not on Tuesday. G1NLQ from M0DCO.
Yeah, M0DCO, G1LQ, yeah, okay mate, yeah. Yeah, well, I occasionally sort of like put a call out on 550 just to see if there's anybody there, and whether Alan comes up or anybody. Sometimes Arthur does. But I must admit, this week has been a bit of a strain, to say the least, and I haven't finished with this week yet. I've got babysitting duties tomorrow, late afternoon to evening, and next week I think I've got him all Thursday as well, and so it'll be Monday. No, I don't think I've got him Monday. I think his mum's got his Monday, but yeah, so yeah, it's all over the place. I'm a bit all over the place, trying to get my own brain into gear. Right, let's pop it back to Lisa. Put that cake down, Lisa. 2E1 DEU G1LQ.
G1NLQ 2E1 DU. No cake yet, Dave. I was just stirring Brian's sugar in his coffee. I'll be bringing it out in a minute. But yeah, sorry to hear about your problems there, Fred. Yeah.
He's not listening. He's not on there at the moment.
Okay, well, it's no good saying that then. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good weekend and speak next week. G1NLQ 2E1DU.
Yeah, 2E1DU, G1LQ, yeah. Yeah, when I spoke to Fred last night, he said he might be on, he might not. As I say, I think he was feeling a bit down. So, I'd say as well as he's got to start packing and moving and yeah, just everything happening. Which was, as I say, he was really cut about losing Charlie, I think the dog's name, wasn't it? And or the terrorist, as I used to know him as. Yeah, it's all a bit of a wrench there. Right, let's pop it over to Ian, and then we'll all disappear. It'll be nearly 10 o'clock then. And as I say, a few of them haven't come on, so we did have Brian on earlier, Triple J, which was nice to hear, but he's having speech problems as well, so I think he was going to go and get his dinner and that. So. And we did have Arthur come up. He popped up for a little while. And we had Owen in, so that was good to hear. Yeah, Ian, Owen's done his head gasket on his car. Hopefully not the head, but he's not sure what to do there. So, yeah, so he's not happy about that either. Yeah, we just gone to us. So we'll put it over to Ian, VK4 FIBK G1LQ.
G1 NLQ in the group, VK4 FIBK. I do know about the head or the head gasket on Owen's car. He's kept in contact with me this week, and I found out about some of his radios. His Kenwood 680 finally got fixed up after all these years. I had one of them and I got rid of it, and I'm bloody sorry I did now. Yes, we were supposed to go to the Maryborough Club meeting on Sunday, but I've got my daughter coming over this week now, so I've been trying to ring him. He's been trying to ring me. I've been trying to ring him. And I'll have to ring him after this again, see if he's near the phone. Dave, can I ask you why Fred's moving over?
Yeah, I think I got you now. Yeah, Fred. He's the house was actually owned by his son, and his son wanted to sell up. So Fred was going to move down nearer his son, and so Fred and Jackie thought they were going to be there for. The rest of their life, but the son wanted to sell the property. I think it's all sort of within the family, and so they've been decorating the place and sorting the pool out and everything like that. And they're going to go down near the son. I think in a caravan. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's what's happening there. And back to you from G1LQ.
QSL, Dave. Okay, thanks for that, mate. See, I haven't been on for about 4 or 5 weeks. Anyway, okay there, mate. Well, I didn't know that the son owned the house and property, but anyway, that's okay now. Well, now, before we shut down, the rum and the rum factory's near the Milliquin sugar mill, and it's got nothing to do with the soft drink factory. The soft drink factory is only about half a kilometre away from the rum and the mill. But with the new factory, it's going to be, nearly the other side of the city here. So, yeah, they're two different places. Now, the longer you keep the ginger beer and that, the better it is. I'm like Brian. I use the space bar for my transmit and receive. I'm a bit of a sook. And I haven't got I'm using a laptop at the moment, and I only use the mouse on the big tower. And another thing, I've got troubles here, Dave. I had Ian, my friend over, Ian, on Sunday, and we were listening to Morse code on Sunday on 10 metres. And I said to Ian, look, I'll wind the tower up a bit and we'll get them a bit better with me beam on. Anyway, I wound the tower up about 3 feet and the damn wire rope broke, mate, and down she come, and I've done some damage. I've got some bent steel up the top there where the inner section hit the outer section, but that doesn't worry me. I've done some damage to the rotator. All the wires come out somehow. I reckon it must have been that done it. It must have grabbed, and I just kept winding and then pulled it out, and then all of a sudden the wire rope broke with the strain. And I bent some elements on my Yagi. The 2 metre antenna that's on the very top of it. My quads at the back of it, they're all broken because the spacer that I use is Perspex. Well, a couple of the spacers are broken now too, but I was going to fix it up. What else have I got done with it? Oh, Jesus, mate. Well, I got new stainless steel wire rope this time, so that should last me another 10 years, hopefully. Yeah, I've got a couple of days' work here, mate. Oh, Jesus, I'm not happy. And while I got it, I may as well fix up all the rust on the bottom of the tower too. It's like a Nelly tower. It pivots about 10 foot up in the air. Anyway. All right, that's my problems here. Okay, Dave, thanks for running the group, and you and Nettie have a great morning. And Brian and Lisa, you have a great morning too. And I'm going to finish off another beer and finish watching the news here. Back to you, and I'll see if I'll ring Owen right after this, and I'll put it back to you, and thanks for running it again tonight, and I'll see if I can remember to get on next week. Oh, yes, the reason I was having trouble with the laptop, as you said before, Dave, I had Windows updates, and anyway, when I rebooted the computer, it done its updates and installed them and everything. So when I come back on again, I've had no trouble now. The screens, the dashboard's all up there. Righto, Dave. 7-3s, G1 NLQ. This is VK4 FIBK.
Yeah, BK4, FIBK, G1OQ. Yeah, okay, mate. Well, sorry to hear about the tower. Yeah, that recently happened to a mate up the road from us. The cable snapped, and yeah, he was in awful problems with it. And yeah, it's the damage it does, isn't it? You know, sort of like coming down. And yeah, unexpected when it happens, and a bit of a so-and-so. Yeah, fingers crossed you'll get it all right, and yeah, do a bit of servicing at the same time. Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, my one, we've got a large mast out the back, and yeah, it's a bit of a so-and-so. And we last time we took it down, it was a bit of a bugger to put it back up again. But I've got a mate who's got a tower for sale, but it's concreted into the ground. I keep on thinking, you know, I might just grab that and see if I can sort that out, and it would be easier for me to then just flip over and and do whatever I want. It's mine for the taking, really, but I'd have to go and hack it off and then probably re-weld some bits and pieces on, which I might consider, because it would make it a lot easier to do the aerials. It really would. Anyway, Ian, good to hear you, mate, and give Ian my best when you speak to him. He don't bother coming on anymore, does he? Well, he doesn't come on. I know he sort of stopped doing a bit, but all good anyway. So I'll say 73 to everybody. You all have a good one. To Gary, to Brian, to Lisa, to you, Ian, to all the listeners out there, and we'll catch hold of you probably sometime next week. But good to hear from you. So 73's from this end. This is G1 in LQ going QRT, and hope your recording's gone all right there, Gary, from G1 in LQ.